Why is it not saying which people I've already invited? This is amazingly frustrating. Come on, TikTok. The hell? 2, 3, 4. Hopefully this isn't sending twice to people, which would be really frustrating. Let's see. That's 13 invited, and then 14, 15. Boom. Send. Why is it not telling me who I've already invited? What? Boss? Alright, let's have a look. Let's do from here. Alright, let's put it out to about 45 people-ish. Gloria Allen, how's it going? I'm just inviting a few people on because why not? Because it's only my second stream, so not many people know I'm doing this from my studio, aka the Cat Cave. I think I can invite 15 at a time, but it is not telling me which people I've already invited. Which is a little frustrating. Pokemon Go, thanks for the likes, mate. Keep tips coming. Help me get my home studio built, which is at the moment, it's all right, but there's a lot of gear. It's a very expensive, I was gonna say it's an expensive hobby this, but really it's an expensive career, because I want this to be my 24/7 thing, and you guys are helping me get there, so appreciate you. Hey, Gloria, how's your day going? What part of the world are you in? I love that it says more likes can attract viewers, keep it up. Pokemon Go must have seen that, because he sent me some likes. And then it says, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Please share my live and invite more friends. And then they can hear my tunes as well. Ashton Fierro, how are you? How's the sound, by the way? Can everyone hear it all right? Because in the Cat Cave, it's pretty good. I got a fan on, so there's a little bit of background noise, but overall, it's pretty good there. But give me a thumbs up if it sounds okay, or a thumbs down if you want me to turn it up. Crank it a bit. And you'll see my ears bleeding. I'm literally producing a new track, which is called Red Lights. I had COVID like a while back, maybe like a year ago, and I was in the house learning Ableton, which is the digital audio workstation that I program my music on, and I probably spent about a year learning that for like 16 hours a day. And this is one of the tracks that came out of that. Probably got like 300 tracks from that period, but yeah, this is one of them which I've gone back to, and it's got good energy. Yesterday was the first live stream on TikTok, and I did it simultaneously with my Twitch, which if you guys are on Twitch, it's twitch.tv /LuckyKat Meowsic. But today is a TikTok only, so lucky you guys. Pokemon's giving me a thumb up. Ashton's giving me a. That must mean this sounds good. Pokemon Go says, yeah, I can hear it. Nice one, mate. Ashton says, awesome, glorious. Okay, cool. Glad the sound's coming through. All right, guys. Ghost Demon, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for sharing it. Thanks for making the LUCKYKAT movement go somewhere. Making LUCKYKAT move. Let's get it onto the main stage at some festival, yeah? Because I'm from England, we've got a rich musical heritage, and I feel something special is happening here. So let's see where it goes. Let's see where we can take it, eh? This needs some more. This needs more percussion because this is like a really super basic beat. If you guys were on yesterday, you would have seen. I was really fortunate. I got on a Scottish internet radio station called Vault Radio, and they do this show every week called Mix Club. And so they aired it over in Scotland, and on Twitter there was like a live chat. So it was hashtag Mix Club, and people from around the world were tuning in to the mix. I did an exclusive mix for them for an hour, and I had a guy in Australia saying this is amazing. I had some Brits over in Tenerife in Spain, and they said they were on their balcony with the beers, just basically bouncing to the tunes, which was good. And then someone in Oregon in the US said, I know some booking agents in Oregon, like Portland, I guess. Come play, and I'll get you booked. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Sorry, these thanks for the comments. They're flying down here. I wish TikTok wouldn't cut it so low. Ghost Demon, how are you, mate? Glad you like the shirt. Funny thing with this is I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's normally about 115 degrees outside, and even though the AC is set to like 77 Fahrenheit, which is whatever, I should know that in C because I'm from England, we use centigrade. But let's say, I don't know, 25 C, you feel like the sun's penetrating the walls and everything, you're just sweating your balls off basically. And this is a little thick, but today we've got an overcast day, it's a little bit more cool than usual, so it's like I whack this on because it's like my favourite t-shirt. So yeah, thanks for the compliment. Ashton Fiero says, LUCKYKAT, never give up music, you're amazing. Thank you, mate. Those sort of comments literally keep me going. And tips like yesterday as well from, who was the first tipper? I think I've forgotten her username, it's really bad. X-Faith. I put a post up saying thanks to all the people who tipped and commented and liked and shared it, so. But yeah, Ashton, thanks man, means a lot. There's a using it. Blackheart number 3. Hi, can't see your username, but hi, how's it going? How are you? Where are you? Tell me where you guys are in the world. Where are you all tuning in from? Are you on your phones? Are you on your iPads, laptops, PCs? Where are you? Where are you all? Identify yourselves. All right, let's get some. This has got a really nice, it's like a simple 4/4 beat. What are we on? 125 BPM, 125 beats per minute. I like to produce between 125 and 128. It's like my sweet spot. It's what makes me move. So when I produce it, it makes people move. It's like a simple formula. What works for me, or what works on me, I guess, from other producers, I'm doing it the other way around for fans and listeners. Pokemon Go, you are a likeaholic. I appreciate you, man. Let's get this. This is my home studio. I call it the Cat Cave. the Discord. If any of you guys want to join my private Discord, let me know. Just hit me up on TikTok on the DMs or on Twitter at LUCKYKAT and ask for an invite. Basically, lots and lots of electronic music producers, musicians, singers, anyone who's into like the Lucky Cat idea and the movement, trying to get it somewhere. Electronic music. So Lucky Cat, my label Catnap Music, and then really it's a good place to exchange like tips and ideas. Like people just put like free plugins up there, blog posts to like useful articles, so you can do it's all free. So yeah, hit me up on the socials to get the invite. I don't think I can drop it on here. But yeah, if you want into the Lucky Cat world, hit me up on the DMs. Right, let's have a look. So now we need some. I'm a big proponent. Not proponent. What's the right word? I fucking love percussion. I used to play drums, and then I played like Latin percussion, like bongos, alongside DJs in London in a lot of clubs like Turn Mills before it closed. Just loads of bars, playing sort of Latin house. And so yeah, when I'm producing, I hear a lot of like tech house, for example. At the moment, it's a little bit, you got the hi-hats like it's kind of boring, it's very mechanical, it's just kind of, everyone's producing the same stuff. It's boring. And then the 808's in there, and yeah, it's a bit boring. So I'm trying to make like just more interesting beats and percussion that just makes you kind of want to, not just makes you want to bounce, but it's just kind of, it gives your ears something else to listen to. Beach Bum 84 420, how are you? Welcome to the stream. This is pretty cool actually, because I've been on for like 5 minutes or something, and we're on like 1,700 likes. So that is actually amazing. I mean, literally like 5 minutes or something. Actually, maybe a bit longer, 10 minutes. But yeah, like 1,700 likes is. I think yesterday was like 500. So I guess the more likes, the more it gets bumped up in TikTok's algorithm, and the bots. The bots bump me up, and they say this British weirdo is worth listening to. This British EDM producer, it's worth a look, worth a listen. All right, percussion. Let's have a look at my sample box. Let's see what's coming up. This needs. So we've got the finger snaps, which if you watch me enough on Twitch or on I guess TikTok, where it's only streamed to, you'll know that I like finger snaps or clicks. It basically makes electronic music can be a little bit robotic, so it just makes the track kind of feel more human. And if you can get in maybe like multiple snaps, or even like don't snap it so it's like perfectly in time, it sounds like someone's actually clicking, then it kind of makes it more human. Blevelenka, thanks for joining. Welcome. Just hit 2,000 likes, dude. Crew. This is flying. If only it was donations. If that was $2,000, I'd be able to get my new studio desk. What else? The new audio interface, plugins I need, the few synths I'm looking to get, and then the mix, like pro headphones for mixing. And basically have like everything I need to like really go for it. But it's getting there. With like 2,300 likes, yeah, more people have got to come across it, the stream, and that is thanks to you guys for sharing it, liking it, donating to the cause, and being amazing. Like supporting electronic, not just supporting me and Lucky Cat and everything, but electronic music really. Just getting electronic music like, out there, especially in the US. I mean, not just the US, a lot of other countries, but I mean, I'm from England and like Europe's got an amazing electronic music scene, so you know, but the US especially, yeah, needs a lift, especially Phoenix where I'm living. Boy, oh boy, we need lots of electronic music producers and DJs and everything. Yeah. All right, let's get some. Hi-hats. This is one of those where it's like producing is like you got to really be very patient because there could be like 100 closed hi-hats, for example, and it's just going through and hearing the right one, not using the same one every time, but like just finding the right one that goes with the track. So every now and again I'll just like play the beat and then or even try and work it in live. It's actually pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect, but these are a little heavy. I don't want the hi-hat to be like the focal point or the thing that jumps out. That's pretty good. Actually, this one's good. Let's try that one. So I can kind of like audition this now. Auditioning the hi-hat. Like I'm interviewing it for a job or something. I'm interviewing you for my new song, Red Lights. Interesting resume. See how that hi-hat, if you can hear the hi-hat, I'm gonna turn it up a bit. So that hi-hat, for me, glues the kit together. So, and that's on the offbeat. That's like, it's not on the bar. It's like it's not on the kick. It's kick hi-hat. So kick hat. So it's not clashing with the kick. And you can then, if you wanted to, you could do it later. You could kind of like shorten it so it's like this. So you get like if you think of like drumming, it's like what is it, 16s, where it's yeah. But you can like you can vary it so it's if you have it like that the whole song, it could be boring. People get used to it, and then if you can put it on the kick like that. So it's like if you just have that with the kick. Let's see. So it kind of accentuates the kick. I can actually boost this because this is all peaking. CPU spike. But yeah, that hi-hat's got to be a little lower. But yeah, if you wanted to do that, that would accentuate the kick. But in this case, I don't really want to do that. I want it to take away the power on the kick. 3,100 likes. Who's Pokemon Go? Is that you, mate? You're liking it? I think you're liking it, aren't you? It's going for it. Love it, mate. Love the enthusiasm. Freed Krew 33 tomato or tomato, wherever you're from. From England, it's tomato. Hey y'all, are you in Texas? I used to live in Austin, and it's I perfected the Jarl when I lived there. Alexandra Kahuna Burger. It disappeared. I didn't see the. Kind of hate that when it doesn't. Fried green tomatoes. Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky, but I was close to. What's the place near there? Louisville, right? Wait. Louisville's in Kentucky. I was going to go to Louisville a while ago to check out the Kentucky Derby and some other business stuff, but I've never been there. Is it any good? Pokemon Go all the way. Dr. Matlu11 has joined. He's in the building. Don't do an Elvis and leave the building. Stay for a bit. Stay. Get cozy. It's in Kentucky. It's not a big city. Yeah. Are you in what part of Kentucky are you in? Crime-ridden, like most cities, but loads do. Oh, cool. Violetta Nieto. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. How's your day going? Yeah, crime, man. A lot of US cities have, there's a lot of crime here. I think if you go to like the most crime-ridden cities in the world, the US has got like a bunch in the top 10. I think it's like St. Louis and Detroit, like right up there. Detroit, maybe New Orleans? Yeah, there's a bunch. Elizabethtown, 35 miles south of Liverpool. Okay, so you're fairly close. Hey Kyle, thanks for joining, man. How's Elizabethtown? That sounds very regal. I'm from England, so it's the name of our queen, who lives in a big house, and everybody gets obsessed about what she does, and she just comes out every now and again, does that, and gets paid shite tons of money to do that. I could do that. Do that in Phoenix. Just go down down the mall, and get a check. Thank you very much. Cheers. You just paid for my studio. I just paid for my studio. Get the hi-hat in there. Okay, so the clicks are actually almost feel like it would work if it was sped up. It's got that. Actually works quite well with that hi-hat. Sometimes if you do that with the hi-hat and you kind of take the transient up to 100, you should be able to hear this. Hear that sound? So that's when the transient's like 100%. So what I like to do is on Ableton, you got the, I think it comes, the sample comes where it's playing, it's got the two arrows, so it's kind of like, it's essentially kind of going back and forth, and then you've got which is what's that, bidirectional? Then you got unidirectional, is the two arrows going forward. That will kind of like trim it a bit, but then if you've got the single arrow, and then you pull down the transient, you should be able to hear it. See how it's like taking that sound, like the transient. Transient's kind of like the, almost like the reverb, not reverb, but it's, I guess it is the full tone, timbre of it, the reverb, and you're cutting that right down. You're like shortening it. So that, I'm going to try it right there. It's like 50% on a single. Let's see. You could lose a little volume if you're doing it like that. Just keep, like, always experiment. No two samples, or the same sample won't work the same way in different songs. We're past 3,000 likes. Amazing. Elizabethtown, nice small town turning into a big town of the years. Quite cool. Cajun Catwoman, welcome to the party. Cheeto Puff, I love that username. Hello mate, how's your day going? DJ joined. Are you a DJ? Is that your username? How'd you get that? Or is it the, are you a disc jockey, or are you, is that the initial, are you like maybe David John? DJ Low? Is it just your initials? Hope you don't mind me, basically my screen is right like where I'm looking, and then I got the iPad today, so it's like a big old screen. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at what I'm programming. I'm not ignoring you guys, so I'll try and be conscious and move over. Nihan Ong joined. What part of the world are you joining us from? And welcome. I set one of the goals, like before you start this, you have to set a goal. I guess you don't have to, but I did. But I think the default is like default's like roses or something. I got tipped a microphone yesterday, which is pretty cool. And then but then I found one today. It was like a dance party, dance valley or something, some weird thing, where it's like, I think it's quite a lot of coins to get to it, but yeah, anyway, thought I'd throw that in there. So yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you guys have like virtual, like if you've actually got the virtual coins yet with currency through TikTok, but yeah, if anyone accidentally got too many and want to help me get my studio bill and basically improved, so I can really be making music how I should be making music, the highest level, then fire away. Be good at listening while doing other stuff as well. Oh, nice. What other stuff are you doing? Are you doing like work stuff, music stuff, homework? Are you studying? Foldable Droid is another great username. Hello, Foldable Droid. How foldable are you? How small can you fold? Can you get into like a teacup or a suitcase? Welcome to the party, and what part of the world are you joining us from? Filling out paper and... Oh wow, at the same time? What kind of paper are you filling out? And what are you cooking? What's cooking? I always say that to people. It's a very British thing. It's like, what's cooking? Meaning like, what's going on? And people will say like, I'm doing some eggs. I'm sprinkling some salt, Himalayan salt on. I'm like, no, not what's actually cooking, but what you're doing. But fried green tomato, I'm literally asking you, what are you cooking? Because you mentioned a recipe. Shanta joined. I'm playing with, so the way I kind of compose my tracks is I will start with what's called the session mode in Ableton, and then I'll go into, then I'll drag, once I've kind of got the loops, I'll start dragging them into the arrangement view and then start basically creating the whole track. So I like to focus on the loops first and kind of get a groove going, and then maybe like up to maybe 12 bars, 8 to 12 bars. In this case, I think it's pretty much 4, maybe 8. School paper. Oh, school paper finished. I'm gonna make some zucchini bread. School, like college school, because in the US it's everyone says they'll say school, but they mean university, or like, and then they'll say college, but it's university. Whereas in England, school's like school up to like 18, and then college is between, so like 18 to 21, and then you might do university. Some people go to university at 18. I went to university at 21 because I was crap at school. Good at music, crap at school. Zucchini bread though, yeah, or for the win. For the kids' school, okay. Pressian A, how you doing? What's cooking? All right, got the hi-hat. That loop was going for a while, sorry. Let's look at the bass. Bass in your face. So essentially I want to, with this track, like this is like I'm sketching it. So this is the beat, like, this is how it's like, how you get people moving, how you get people on the dance floor kind of thing. I'm always thinking like, how am I going to get people into the song or onto the dance floor, or like just basically bouncing. So that's the way to start, and then I'm thinking maybe a breakdown after like 8 to 16 bars, and this is where I'll introduce the bass sounds. I'm gonna sub in there. This is the cool. This is actually a sample. It's not a bass sound that I got on a full plugin, just a loop, and it's actually another sample. Again, I'd normally go with like creating my own sounds, but in this case, I just happen to. It's quite a good sound. Squelchy. So you got the bass there. Bass is like 20 to 100 hertz roughly, maybe under, maybe like 60, 70. Then I'd have like the squelchy one. This might be like 120 plus, maybe 120 to like 500, 700. And then this one might be higher. This might be like 120 to 5K. It's almost like three bass layers just to give it like a slap. And there's another sound here, let's see. Oh yes, so that was so yeah, they're the key bass sounds that I want to kind of start it with. And then so like the two together drums, pretty basic percussion. I got the beat, finger snap, hi-hat, pretty basic. Basses are nothing too complicated really, but it just sounds great. And then the synth will come in, and then again this will be kind of like a breakdown almost, where kick and bass will stop, and then this needs to be really a lot stronger. So yeah, I've not done anything to this, so it's like pretty raw, simple riff I came up with. But what I wanted to do, Faith, oh nice one, thanks for, oh you came through the invite, nice. Faith, thanks for joining. J9860, thanks for joining. Cheryl Onido joined. I hope I think I pronounced that right. It's the, yeah. ¿De dónde eres? Si hablas español. Dime si hablas español porque estoy aprendiendo español y tengo que practicar con la gente, las personas latinas. Alright, so here's the riff. I need a saturator on there. Like saturator, this is like Ableton's native saturator, really simple. You can put it on like a, what is it, sinoid fold, soft clip, and then boost it by about 5 sometimes. See how it's like, so I'll do it before and after. So before saturator, it's a little bit wimpy, isn't it? And then saturator just gives it that oomph, technical term in the music production world, slap. And then I haven't got any, I've not EQ'd this, which I would need to do. So let's bring this in. That's actually an arpeggiator on there. So I would cut all the frequencies below about 150 for the synth, and then boost sort of presence range, kind of like 1.5. Maybe even set like 700 to 1.5. That's a good place to boost. And then the highs, I could probably just keep it. I could do a high cut there at about 10. Kind of like to do that sometimes, so that if there's any like really bright sounds, they can kind of have the 10k to 20k range, or 10 to 15k range. Xiao Ling, nice one. Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome. Where are you in the world? I'm always curious to know where people are joining from the world, because I got played on a radio station in Scotland yesterday, and I was hitting Australia, people from Australia, where else? Oregon, in northwest of the US, and Tenerife, Spain. Sprinkles, Stim. Hello. Fried Green Tomato. I've been making tunes for, depends, music, probably since about 8. Started on like classical instruments like violin, doing choir and all that stuff, recorder, like kazoo, anything. And then I got into guitar about 13. Went through like the band phase and like playing in indie bands, and then I started doing light and percussion in clubs when I was in my 20s, and then I played in a band, singer-songwriter and guitarist in Austin, and then I've been producing electronic music for about an hour and a half, a year and a half even. So yeah, this has been just a lot, like lots and lots and lots of hours learning this and just experimenting, trying to improve daily. So this is a sound. You can hear this sound. In fact, it's a really simple little sample. It's like a little one-shot, vocal one-shot. And then I've pitched it down and then panned it to the right, so it's sort of like got this weird echo or a doubling effect. And then with the synth, it sounds pretty cool. It's kind of like, come on. It almost could have vocals. I've started singing a little bit. I used to sing, but I've started singing a little bit, but I'm trying to collaborate more with singers, so just to like increases your reach rather than just doing it all yourself. And that's not necessarily like a massive strength of mine. I'll do it if I have to. My ex-hub was a DJ, had about 1,500 records, bought out a record store for $2,000 in a record store. Do you still have it? That's amazing. What was your ex-hub DJing? What genres of music? You did 1,500. Wait, you had 1,500 records, or you released 1,500 records? I'm guessing you really had them own in a record store for $2,000. You bought a record store for $2,000. That is a bargain. Bargain. Anyway, synth and vocal one shots, and you put it all together. Loud. I got the fan on in the background, so it's means I gotta raise it a little bit more. You should be able to hear that, how it all sounds together. Then you can just strip it down. And then you've got it's like a sort of, I think this is an arpeggiator. Oh no, one's an arpeggiator, which is this. And then the other one is taking, I think the arpeggiator is off, but you get this nice sort of, like the two synths kind of like slightly off each other, bouncing off each other. It's got that kind of sawtooth sound. This is actually, yesterday it was funny because I was saying, oh yeah, this is a sound I think I created, and then I realized it was a preset on the Serum, so I was like totally taking the credit. Today, however, this is a sound I created, just it's a lead sound on Serum. It's like one of my presets. I'm going to start selling preset packs soon when I launch my website. My website's officialluckykat.com, and it will redirect to like it's actually DistroKid, but it's kind of like a Linktree page with all my links in one place. And so yeah, if you want to check out the tunes or buy anything to play in your DJ sets or just support the Lucky Kat movement, then awesome. Yeah, officialluckykat.com. But yeah, I'll be starting to sell. I've already done one, which is about, I think it's 100 Serum presets that my custom sounds. So I'll be selling that through that soon. I'll let you know. Old school drum and bass, jungle, maybe 5% random house. Nice. Yeah, I got into drum and bass in London. It's a club called Fabric, and Friday nights they used to have like amazing drum and bass artists. Like I think LTJ Bookham was there. Pesce was pretty big. I wound up selling them. Unfortunately, I don't know where to keep them. Oh no. 1203. Pretty unique. Yeah, it takes a long time actually to make unique sounds because it's sound design. So it's like an art form, I've realised, which is it takes a long time. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. UK D&B, yeah. UK music all the way. Yeah, I'll tell people it's the best in the world. I actually spoke to a management company in LA the other day, and it was an Aussie guy, and I said, British, from England, and British music's best in the world. So you know, it's like I've got a head start because it's in my DNA. And he was like, not sure I agree with that. But that's like, I'm very passionate about that because it's, if you look at, I mean, say the US, like 330 million people, UK's got what, 60? And we somehow, with very few people, managed to kick out like just this incredible music that's just got this amazing energy. I think the weather's so bad, everyone's inside and they've got to be creative, otherwise they'll just be bored and yeah, just bored, nothing else to do. So just make music inside and get creative and yeah, just we've just got so like a great rich history of musical artists across every genre, and the world knows us, you know, like you go to Vietnam or something and people have Beatles t-shirts and you'll have a conversation about like, what's your favourite Beatles song? Do you know Oasis? Do you know Blur? Do you know Britpop? Yeah, like everyone knows about them, you know, and just a small island with a massive presence in music in the world, which I'm very proud of. Yeah, it's time consuming. Many artists from many genres have come from that for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing. Just I think it's like the most honest music in the world. So it's, you know, I feel like there's a lot of very, you know, manufactured, just plastic music, fake music. It's just like conveyor belt stuff, just like pretty looking person, stick them on a conveyor belt, press a button, send them to the, you know, to the stage, and then squeeze as much cash out of them as you can and ruin them and then spit them out. And you're seeing it now in electronic music. A lot of big labels are doing that. They're just paying millions of dollars to get some kid, you know, on the main stage headlining it when he hasn't played a show. And you've got people doing like hustling and really playing like, you know, doing like 10 hours in the studio, then playing like 2 gigs in a night, and they're not, you know, they're way better than these new people coming through, but they just don't, you know, they don't have a look or a sound or whatever. But it's, yeah, you know, they're better in a sense. They've sort of earned the right to be there, but maybe they'll get overlooked. Galaxy, all uppercase, just like LUCKYKAT. Sent you likes, nice one. Thanks for the likes. We've 3,100 likes for today, which I can only assume is means that more people are being shown the stream. So yeah, thanks for the likes. If you guys are feeling lucky or you have too many virtual coins or whatever, feel free to donate to the studio. Basically, I have, you can't quite see it, you can see a little bit of it, but I should maybe rotate it later. I've got like a tripod and the light set up, so it's a little bit fiddly to move. But I have like a basic desk, monitor, you know, very basic audio interface, speakers. So really it's like upgrading the studio to a level where I can kind of take my shit more seriously and produce at a higher level, and just I have like a better space, and then I'll probably, once I get to that level, I can probably start doing multiple cameras and showing you showing you what you donated to down the line on TikTok and Twitch. Nice one. Fried Green Tomato, thanks for the likes. 3,300 likes. This yesterday I think it was like 500 after 4 hours. So we're hitting like 3,300 after, I don't know, like 30 minutes maybe. Actually, I'm underestimating it. Like 50. Could have been on for 50 minutes. Okay, 50 minutes. 3,300 likes. So yeah, keep sharing the stream, liking it, and just telling your friends about it. If you're into electronic music, Cats, Liverpool FC, and British accents or British people, kind of might help. Because if you hate the British accent, yeah, this is gonna like really grate. You're not gonna like this. Or I could just shut up and it wouldn't grate. But the weird thing about this is this was a gift from the missus, and it's the It's "You'll Never Walk Alone," which is it's an old song from England, from a guy from Liverpool called Jerry. What's he called? Jerry Marsden, and band was Jerry and the Pacemakers. I think Elvis might have covered it from years ago, but anyway, my soccer team's Liverpool FC, and this is their anthem. But you guys, for some weird reason, it's inverted. So you see, I think was what I see anyway. You see the lyrics flipped, so it's all backwards and it's like double Dutch. So I'm not really sure why that is. I can't fix that. I've tried before. It's quite funny. My camera was actually flipped 180, so it's upside down. So I was trying to work that out for a while. Some weird camera setting. I had to toggle it. But yeah, let me know if you see that text the wrong way round. Give me a soccer ball emoji. And if it's the right way round, give me a lucky cat fist. Because I think it's the wrong way round. I can see it the wrong way round, but I'm wondering if it's flipped. Oh, we got a soccer ball. What was a soccer ball? It's the the wrong way round. Soccer ball's the wrong way round. Oh no. Okay. Well, basically, it says. I won't read the whole thing. Actually, I will read the whole thing unless you can read it. But it goes, when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain. Though your dreams be tossed and blown, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. They do that at Anfield, which is Liverpool's home stadium in England, in Liverpool obviously. They do that just before the game, and you've got about, what's the capacity now, about 65, maybe like 60,000 Liverpool fans with their scarves held up singing that song at the same time. It sends chills, gives you chills, and then about just before the end of the game they'll sing it as well, and it is just unbelievable. Yeah, good, powerful lyric, like super powerful lyrics. So you listen to that song on your own, like away from the football or soccer, it's still powerful, but when you get it in a game, there's something else. It's like the combination of that song and that team and that stadium, it's very unique. There's actually a good supporters group here in Phoenix, Arizona, randomly, where there's like between 100 and 400 people at the games. And a lot of them are Americans, but there's a bunch of Brits down there, which is good. I actually DJ'd the Champions League final against Madrid, which we lost, which sucked. But I DJ'd the Champions League final, so I was playing about 2 hours there, which was unbelievable. So like, how do we do the Star Spangled? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So we're not that patriotic. So we'll be sort of patriotic about the team or the local team. It's more of a local patriotism, which I think is more tribalism. Whereas the US is patriotism. So even though you have your state by state and city by city passion, and people always wear like where they're from, just in case they get lost, which is my joke. But they'll do the hat off, hand on the heart, America thing before. Yeah, beat me to it, America. Before fucking every game, which I actually don't like. I don't like that, because if it's like Phoenix, like I want a Phoenix anthem, which they don't have. There's no like local songs. There's no like culture. I won't say no culture, but there's no songs in England. Like we sing the whole game. It's like you have a song for every player, pretty much. You have a song for the team. You have a song for the old teams. You have a song for the cups you've won over the years. You've got songs for the enemy you're playing on that day. Literally, got too many songs. And here it's sort of like, let's go Phoenix, or let's go Yankees. It's just it's the same song for every team, which is weird. But yeah, the whole like singing the national anthem before every game, I don't know, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, no one's left out. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's like it's a unifying idea, I guess. But yeah, no one's left behind. But then again, I don't know. I think there's so much division in this country, and there's so many things that, that I guess divide people, that when you sing the national anthem, it's almost like everybody's friends for like a minute and a half or 2 minutes, and then they hate each other again. So I don't know. I don't know if is singing a national anthem really bringing people together, or patriotism, the idea of bringing people together. I don't know. You've been you've been an American longer than me. I actually got my citizenship a few years ago. When was it? 2017. So I'm although I'm British, and that's where I was born, and I'm very passionate about a lot of British things. I'm also American as well, so I gotta try and be more patriotic, I guess. There's just a lot of things that kind of in this country where I'm kind of like, makes me slap my forehead and just kind of go, what is going on? Like how are leaders allowing that to happen, and how is that? I don't know. Like I just can't believe that a lot of things are allowed to occur in states, and it sort of blows my mind. It's almost like the Wild West sometimes. We're of English descent. Oh, how are you? From Scarborough. Sunny Scarborough. That's pretty much wherever you're from in England, people will always go like sunny, I'm from Blackpool, so it's like, oh, sunny Blackpool, because it rains all the time. Jose GS, welcome to the stream. It's weird because when I came on, everyone was joining. Am I missing people? Everyone was joining quickly, and then, oh, do you know what it is? I know what it is. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna share this. So it's super annoying when I share this. You can actually share it manually, but it doesn't tell you who you've already shared it with, which is really bad, because if I wanted to, I'm worried that I'm inviting people like multiple times, which would be super annoying if you get this link in your inbox and it looks like I'm spamming you, which I'm not. Have you been to Scarborough? I can only invite in 15, I can invite 15 people at a time, but then it doesn't tell me who I've invited, which is TikTok. You just gotta sort that one out. I wish, like the number of times that you use these social networks and you kind of go, how has it not got that feature, like a really basic feature? And, and these guys are probably doing, I don't know, probably got like 10 billion users and making millions and millions of dollars, and they haven't got like very basic things in place. Facebook's like, I don't know how many years old, 20 odd years old, and so many things that they haven't got, the features that they haven't got. And you kind of like, how are they in business, or how are they operating if they haven't got these basic things in place? But that's how it is. Cliff Roman has joined through the invite. Oh, nice one, mate. Yeah, thanks for joining. We're at 3,300 likes in like no time, and the donation thing's at like 3 hours to go, I guess. Trying to get this is the Cat Cave where I produce my music from, and so I'm trying to get putting the feelers out for donations, because I need a new studio. I need like gear, I need a new desk, I need just new speakers, I need everything. Like every music producer. It's like music's really hard to like succeed in, I guess, like to cut through the noise, make money in it, but also gear's really expensive. Like everything's really expensive. It kind of sucks. Jose, hey, LUCKYKAT, how's everything? Songs are too good. They're not just good, they're too good. I hope you can achieve many things. Mate, I was saying before you joined, shit like that, like comments like that mean, I know you get a lot of artists saying that, like, oh yeah, it means the world and all this shit. Like, it doesn't. They don't give a shit about the fans. But I give a shit about the crew and everybody's on here, because it's like, it's not just donations, because I know you just dropped a rose, so thank you very much. But comments, like, you wouldn't believe it. Like basically, if you're in a band, that's one thing. there's maybe 4 of you and you can bounce off ideas and someone's down, you pick them up, right? If you're an electronic music producer, you basically have to be a composer, arranger, you have to do your own marketing, you have to sell, you have to know how to sell, like anything. You have to know how to do a website. You have to know how to do distribution. You take care of distribution, or you at least pay for someone to distribute. Like DistroKid, this is what I use. If you do sample packs, you have to come up with you have to do sound design, so you're a sound designer. Then you have to work out how to do the graphic design for that, so you're basically a graphic designer. And then, what else? You have to be a mixing engineer. I've used all my fingers, so I'm going to stop counting on my fingers. You are a mixing engineer, you are a mastering engineer, and you are maybe a vocalist. And if you're not, you have to learn how to sing, because if you get a vocalist to do a song, it could cost you $500-ish, or actually maybe like $250 to $500, depending on the artist, of course. And then, or you do a revenue share, which is like you might take in 50% of all revenue you make, right? So, in other words, it's good if you can learn how to sing, do your own vocals, and then you can affect. I've started doing it where it's like, I'm not the best vocalist, I can sing a little bit, but I'll do vocals and then I'll use like a vocoder, or there's a plugin from Soundtoys called Little Altar Boy, and it will, in fact, I can probably show you on this vocal sample. Here's one, it's like the classic, here's one I prepared earlier. This sample, so you got that command. So if you put it through this Little Altar Boy plugin, you'll hit, I'll just do it now. So basically you can change here how I'm changing it. So I'm changing the pitch and I'm changing the formant. It's called the formant. So there you're getting the deeper one, the deeper, see the layers? So you could, original, wet, so dry, wet. So it's totally changed it. So then if you blend them together, dry and wet, like a parallel processing, I think it's called, you're getting sound. It sounds like there's two vocalists. So again, I'm trying that with my voice where it's not perfect, but then I can affect it I can process it to get create these just like vocal effects, vocal chops. You can edit it, like mess around. That's the cool thing in American electronic music is there's really no limits. Like if you want to do a classical, literally classical sort of symphonic piece for a movie, you can do that. I can literally make that now, or I can make EDM, or I can make jazz, or I can, do any genre basically. I can produce hip hop. I tried hip hop for a bit, which came out pretty good, but it's not like necessarily my favorite genre, but I can produce in it. Jose GS just became top viewer. Nice one, mate. Thanks for your support and the rose. Charmed. Barbara Estrada, thanks for joining the stream. We're at 3,300 likes, and we have the lyrics for "You'll Never Walk Alone," which is the Liverpool FC soccer anthem, backwards. So thanks to TikTok, because they invert it for some weird reason. Who knows why? Ooh, shit. Yeah, if you guys, every now and again I'll just drop this in, so if it's too loud, let me know. But this is a new, I'll just pause it in case you can't hear my voice. New track I'm working on called Red Lights, which I vaguely remember probably about a year ago I made this in San Diego. I had COVID and it nearly killed me basically, because I have asthma and underlying respiratory thing, I can't say it. So it nearly killed me, fucked me up really good. But I was in the house for about a year producing, just learning how to produce and learning Ableton like 16 hours a day. So that was kind of like the silver lining to a big old black cloud. And Red Lights is one of about 300 songs I wrote in that period. So I didn't want to release it too quick because I felt like I wasn't good enough back then. Like I didn't have the capability to make it sound good. So I waited, and I recommend you do that. Like not always, but you know, if you think you got a really good song and maybe time and you perfecting your craft will allow you to produce it or release it exactly how you want it, then just hold on to it. Yeah, I mean, I got 300. I can't release 300. Like one a day for a year. It's not too much. So I've just come back to this, yeah, and I'm now, yeah, I'm just a little bit better with my production. I keep getting these things flash up where it's like, I'm not sure if it's a donation or something, or it might just be an alert. Because I know Jose's dropped a rose today, which is super cool, thanks. Yeah, donations go towards helping me improve this studio. I pretty much have like a regular office desk just for now, because it's like lean, bootstrap, kind of, you know, just lean, and a lean setup, lean studio, like it's kind of phase 2 actually, but phase 3 is like a double-decker desk, so I can bring in the my MIDI controller, which I'll show you quickly. Let's see. So this is my little my friend, my assistant. So this is what I actually want to perform when I do my future LUCKYKAT shows. This is what I want to perform with, so I can press a button here, and this is synced up to the clips and tracks on Ableton. So it syncs up with the program, and then you literally say push that, and you'll get a kick drum, and then you push that, and it'll be a hi-hat. Push that to the synth, then the bass, and then you can kind of like push it again, and it'll drop it out. So you can kind of like live mix your songs. It's really good for beat making, but you can also use it for automation. It's the Phoenix Dust, famous Phoenix Dust. You can use it for automation as well. So I can, for example, like this is assigned to one of my tracks or a clip, and then I can kind of like turn a knob to bring in like more reverb, or I could have like an auto filter, so it kind of like gets that, so like treble, kind of like treble to bass, or high and low cuts or passes. And then you got the faders as well. You can do automation on here if you're mixing. So it's sort of like a really cool little tool. Anyway, that will go, let me see, that'll go second level. So the idea is I'll have keyboard, probably MIDI keyboard will go, or keyboard will go on the bottom, just here, and then level up will be, level up will be MIDI keyboard plus this. So that, and then the third level, probably, if it'll be 3, will be the monitors. So I can just, that's like the program, or the 2 monitors actually. So anyway, that's what I'm building here in the Cat Cave, here in Phoenix, Arizona. Anyone in? In fact, speaking of Cat Cave, this was a gift recently. It's the LUCKYKAT, literally the LUCKYKAT mug. If anyone can see that, I don't want to spill it all over the place here. Best mug ever, that one. So, yeah, anyone in Phoenix? Because I moved here in like September last year, and we're in like northwest Peoria, so it's like middle of nowhere. So it's really hard to meet people. So I just spend a lot of time in my studio making music, which is probably good for me. But also, yes, I kind of have to meet friends and people, music people. Ezio, or is that Ezio, has joined the stream, and we are at still at 3,300 likes, but that's amazing. I'm going to invite a few more people because I can, because I have like to be able to stream, it's like 1,000. You have to have 1,000 followers. Actually got to it pretty quick, which was cool. So yeah, thanks. Another thanks. Thanks for thanks for helping this channel get to 1,000 likes and helping the world find Lucky Kat and what's going on. The music, ultimately, the music, energy, sound that will find its way around the world and universe. I did yesterday. I got on Vault Radio in Scotland and it was getting played in Australia, Oregon, Tenerife and Spain. That is literally one of the coolest things actually is, in fact, I was on Twitch yesterday as well, and some guy from Osaka in Japan, which is actually, I used to teach English over there, but he was in Osaka, Japan, and he was like messaging me saying, love your music and keep going and all that, and it's just like, you know, I'm just streaming on Twitch for free, which is also good, but I'm reaching fans in Japan who can speak English, luckily, because I used to speak a bit of Japanese, but not so much now. And then writing, I can't write it, especially with a Western keyboard. So with the characters, Japanese characters. But yeah, kind of blew my mind. And then there was this, these Brits were over in Tenerife listening to the mix on that Vault Radio show in Scotland, and they said they had the beers in, and they were literally just bouncing on the balcony to the tunes. There's four Lucky Kat tunes were in there, threw them in, and it's brilliant. It's amazing. So yeah, what I want to do is like, first stage is like get the studio built up, get this sort of foundation in place, then reach the world with my sounds, let's say, and then after that, once people are kind of used to it and they're like, okay, this is all right, banging, bouncing here, let's go. Like I want to go see Lucky Kat live, and then take it on the road, and it starts to get fun, where there's a talk of, or an idea of like a gold Lucky Kat pour, just like the gold Lucky Kat, right? Like the inspiration for Lucky Kat, which is the Japanese Lucky Kat, and they're all gold, and they're in all the stores, and they do this. They're like, batteries make them move, and they just stand there and do this, little gold Lucky Cats, and they bring the store fortune. That's what they say. So they're in all the stores, and it brings them good luck, good fortune. So I wanted to kind of make it music and sort of like a personified version of a Lucky Kat, like a human version of a Lucky Kat. So I'm like kitted out all in gold. Got my gold Lucky Kat pour, that's all flash, that's like flashing, syncing with the music, like MIDI sync. So like syncing music, syncing MIDI, which is like the music language, with the lighting, and that's all synced to the glove, like the gold glove. And it'd be like probably a gold, sort of like gold tracksuit, I guess, or a suit, and then maybe a helmet down the line. And there was talk of having like a spinning helmet, so it's like I'll play my sort of like more uplifting stuff, and it's the regular Lucky Kat face, and then it'll spin around and be like Bad Kitty or Naughty Kitty, and it'll be a little bit, it'll be like a more of a devil, sort of devil cat, or a little bit more of an evil kitty on the back, which is the darker stuff. Which sort of comes back to like, it's not just a Japanese thing, this sort of like mental health. It's like all the mental health challenges they've gone through in life, and also a lot of followers have gone through, or fans have gone through a lot of mental health stuff. So sort of underneath all this is like, yeah, I want people to be more aware of mental health, and not be scared to talk about that with anyone, because it's, especially in England and even in the US, it's like it's brushed under the rug, and ignored, and that's what causes serious problems when people don't want to talk about, depression and mental health, and then before you know it, they're dead. They've committed suicide or whatever, or they've just, shot themselves. I don't know. It's bad stuff. So it's, yeah, I want to help raise awareness of mental health through music as well. Derek Kilborn is live on air. Thanks for joining. What country are you in? Or what city are you in? When it says people have joined, it kind of like jumps really quickly. So if I don't say anything, it's because it's jumped past you. Or let's scroll down a bit. gonna invite a bunch of people. Let's see. Because there's 1,000 people, I can't invite 1,000 people, but I can invite 15 each time I throw out an invite. All right, that's gonna be 15, 14, 15. Okay. EWGTA, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to LUCKYKAT TV in the Cat Cave. New song, Red Lights, that I'm working on. More slowly than usual because I'm also trying to chat more with you guys as well. Because that's kind of what this is about. And sharing my music production tips and techniques, and hopefully this helps you. If you guys are thinking of becoming music producers, let me know. I got loads of cool resources. I got a private Discord. I got a Twitch channel so you can like see what I'm doing right now. Like you can see my screen on Ableton, which is the program. Like you can see that on Twitch, so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Like how I'm making music essentially, which is, it can be useful. But yeah, back to the music for a second. Another little trick is I'll get a sample. And then I'll kind of pitch it up or down just to give it. Host is inviting you to go live together. Oh, it just disappeared. Brian, thanks for joining, mate. Yeah, drop me if you. All right, can anyone answer this question? Because it's only my second stream. If someone invites me to go live together with them, does everyone on this stream see the two streams, or is it only, are they seeing me on their screen with the other person? Do you know what I mean? So does my stream stay the same, or does it kind of like show both people on both streams? It's like AMA, but for you guys. Don't ask Dave anything. Dave knows nothing, but my 1,000 followers know everything. This sound is really good. I like percussion. This is a good percussive sound. And then I'll try and pitch it up a little bit. Let's see. Ooh. And then just shorten the transient. That is nice. It's actually nice. Let's isolate this for drums. Oof. So you see what I'm doing there? So this sound was originally, well, actually I can find that. Original here. Okay, listen to this. Are you listening? Are you listening? Get those ears ready. Turn it up. Hear that? Hear the sample? All right, now this is what I've done with that sample. Pretty simple. So I've shortened the transient and I've pitched it up. Yeah, pitched it up 12 cents. So if I was to play it like this, wait. So there's the beat, and then I throw it in now, listen. Which is good, like it's got a good groove and it's good. But let's stop that and use my edited version. Just a little bit more intense, and it's a bit more dramatic. Now what you can do is you can do a really simple thing, and I do this as well, is you just clone, you duplicate the samples, and then you do this. See what I'm doing? So it's low or original, and then pitched up. And so it's instead of it just being this all the time, which can get kind of boring and people are so used to just variety and changes and sounds, it's good to jump between the two. That to start with though actually is pretty good, and then I'd go up maybe like 8 bars there for intro, bring in the bass, and then with the pitched up. Just gonna do. I'll do one more. Famous last words. Just one more. Just one more. 13, 14, 15. TikTok has got to tell you who you've already invited to the stream, because otherwise I'm really worried here that I'm going to be hitting people up twice or even more, and that would piss me off. So if you guys have got like multiple invites to live, I'm really sorry, because that's the TikTok thing. Because it's not telling me, it's showing me that I can invite you to this stream, which means I haven't already. But if I have, I don't know about it. So naughty TikTok, naughty. All right, I'm actually really liking that sound, and okay. This bass. Okay, so yeah, if you use LFO tool, I'm actually not going to use LFO tool on this. I'm going to use Fab Filters, multiband compressor, and then I can use this for a sidechain, which is done like this. Let's see, I want this at about 1. Where's the frequency? Oh, there it is. So 100, and then up to about 5. Okay, so that is that attack release. Okay, so that's going to be sidechained. Now I'm not getting that clipping. Sometimes LFO tool, if you ever use it, it gives you kind of a clip. It sort of makes it kind of go, and it's because the what is it? Low frequency oscillator. Yeah, LFO. So it's kind of like it's doing the pass, but then when it gets to the end, it's coming back. But there's too much of a jump in the LFO, the wave. So it kind of like gives you that little click, and then there's a smooth option. That's how you increase smooth, and that's how you make that take that pop away. But it doesn't always work. And I find if you just with this, like you just sidechain it. If you follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/LuckyKatMeowsic, that's where you'll see the actual Ableton sessions, which you can't see now. English Bulldog game, hello. Are you in England? Are you an English Bulldog? Drop me a dog emoji if you are, or say where you're from in text if you're not a dog or a bulldog. 6.3k, duh, just joined. Hello, where are you from? Where are you from? How you doing? What part of the world are you in? We just hit 3,400 likes, and Jose GS got me a rose. Thanks, mate. he's helping to support my my home studio getting built up into something kick-ass that looks like deadmau5's studio. Fan fueled, imagine that. Just having deadmau5's studio built by the fans, basically. And then you guys can have a piece of all my music sales and future festival sales, I don't know. Music's changing, isn't it? I think it's all about removing the gap between, you know, these sort of untouchable artists that you tweet and they never reply. How many times you know, your heroes, you tweet them, you DM them, you come on a live thing, like they don't respond, there's no engagement, they don't say hi, and then you've paid a lot of money, maybe invested in that music in your life, you've gone to loads of shows and they can't even reply and say hi to a tweet. I think that's really shit. And I have said that I'm on the way up. I'm not there yet, but when I get there, I'll never sort of change. I'll always be like this, where it's like I'm saying hi to people. Green Bean 725's come on. I know he was on yesterday. He was like one of my top viewers, and I remember shit like that because you guys are supporting my. I was going to say supporting my music dream. It's LUCKYKAT's obviously just me, but it's LUCKYKAT is a we. You know, I see it as a we. It's not a me. I have like mentors. I have like a team essentially around me who are helping me to improve. I have people who've taken a lot of faith in like my music journey, if you like, and people who give me shows like DJ shows, you know, stuff like that, DJ sets. People I've collaborated with. I actually watched a show on Netflix a bit ago, and there's a song right at the end of the first episode of this Israeli show called Founder, I think it was called. Really good show. Anyway, end of the first episode, song comes on for the credits. Amazing song. Found out who it was by Shazamming it or whatever it was, and contacted the artist. She replied like next day and said, glad you like the track, and yet you can remix it. So she sends me the stems and I remix the track. It's been one of the best remixes. She loves it, her fans loved it. So yeah, it's about just getting out there and, you know, collaborating and doing all these things. Who's got to go? Don't go! English Bulldog game! Never told me where he's from. I'm assuming England, being an English Bulldog. Green Bean 725, yeah, me too, mate. Very inspired. It's funny because it's really difficult when I'm making music. It's kind of, I'm very inspired by deadmau5, but I've got to try and not sound like deadmau5. And in some tracks, you know, it's just, they just do. But at the same time, you know, listening to a lot of Wolfgang Gartner, if you know him, a lot of his stuff sounds like deadmau5's stuff sounds exactly like Wolfgang Gartner's, and I know he was influenced by him. deadmau5's progressive house is basically Eric Prydz. He's just delivered it in a new market like Canada and the US. So Prydz is over in Sweden. Wolfgang Gartner's in the US, but not quite. He's sort of big, but not quite his level, like deadmau5's level. But yeah, they collaborate as well. So obviously, because they sound very similar. I'm seeing deadmau5 in Phoenix in October as part of the Mousetrap tour, and I'm really fucking excited because I've never seen deadmau5, and I like a lot of the artists on the Mousetrap label, and if I have to go with a label and I can't make my own stuff happen, or go with maybe smaller labels initially, that's like a future goal to, you know, partner with them and to get my music out there. And I think my style would fit with Mousetrap. It just needs to get to that level, you know, where it's consistently quality. Yeah, Wolfgang Gartner. Yeah, he's done some live streams you can find online. He's kind of that. He falls into that sort of Joel Zimmerman, deadmau5 kind of box, where it's that sort of nerdy, curious, almost like technician. You know, that they're thinking about it's like signal flow. Like I did I did a sound engineering diploma, and it's like it's sort of it's signal flow. It's like signal flow. It's like the mechanics behind sound. It's working out how you can, you know, if you're a DJ, it's not just hitting play and crossfading. It's like, how can you use like this MIDI controller I've got back here to do a unique live performance that people haven't seen before, and then affect sounds in different ways. Again, it's like signal flow. But anyway, Wolfgang Gartner and Joel are both like that. They're sort of they're very curious about sound and what sounds can be made, and then how to like push the boundaries of it, which I really, you know, I appreciate that. And then ultimately, their music has those sounds like incorporated. So you know, occasionally you'll be like, how did they make that sound? I want to work that out, and then reverse engineer it to try and make it. We're Friends 11 tour. 11, yeah, is coming up. Actually, it started. I think it's in motion. They're going around the country right now, and I think Joel's bringing a very stripped down cube to Phoenix. I spoke to a management company the other day over in LA, quite a big one, and we were talking about it because one of the guys is playing. And this is the A&R guy for him, and so we were talking about meeting, and he's like pretty slammed for the show. We might meet the day after the show in Phoenix. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I heard about Joel doing, you know, maybe doing Cube V3 or not, because it's not a big show like festival. And he goes, he'll probably do it, but it'll be a stripped down version, not just like a table with some decks on, which he could do. He's in 2 concerts. Oh, okay, 2 concerts. Token Zoo, how you doing? There's a DM. Someone sent me a DM. I'll get it after. I'll just get it after the stream. I'm normally on for like. Yesterday was like 4 hours. Today's been like an hour and a half. Are we on? 3,600 likes. Dope. It's I think a lot of people will be seeing this. I've not really, I guess, I've tried Twitch, and that's a grind because it's been around for years, but Twitch is kind of new. Sorry, TikTok's kind of new. So I feel like with this, like 3,600 likes, I feel like more people could find this faster. And I think the longer you stay on, like I was on for 4 hours yesterday, but the longer you stay on, especially with the likes, I think it's probably good for it'll tell the algorithm that you're trending, whatever, if you're on for longer. Because I think a lot of people just do like 10 minutes and get off because they got nothing to say. It's like, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts to get some chocolate donuts, and that's my day. That's it. And then cut. Captain Levi. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the likes. Speaking of likes, we're on 3,600. Thanks to who was that? It was Jose GS sent a rose. He's donated. Likes good, donations better. Because I'm trying to get the studio built up, and gear. Let me tell you, gear is expensive in music. Really expensive. Pair of headphones with what's it called? A sonic. It's like this sonic measurement instrument that basically allows you to make it. It syncs up with it's like hardware syncs up with the software to make sure that your music is at the right levels and its balance and dynamic range is good. That and some headphones is like $700. And I'll be using the headphones for mixing a lot, and even doing like chat on Twitch probably, and just chatting through the headphones. But gear's expensive, yeah. Gear, and even Ableton. Like I got Ableton, a year and a half ago, whatever it was, and it was like, I think it was like $750. So like really quickly, you can you can smash through 10 grand like that, just getting to where I'm at. I've got lucky through knowing producers who have been doing it for 20 years, and they have a lot of faith in me, and they support me, and they've given me like access to like plugins and sound packs. Blind EDM, I think it's Blind EDM or blind_EDM is like one of those big proponents of mine and like mentor. He's like, you should follow him as well. Credit where credit is due. Let me try and find his. I just realised I'm on the iPad here, but I got the phone free, so I can look through here. Oh yeah, blind EDM. Let's do here. I can even do this. Where's the camera? Where's the bloody camera? Oh, there we go. Nice dog licking his face. But yeah, blind EDM. Follow him because he knows his shit about music and produces incredible music, and he's just been an amazing support for me. So where are we up to? Oh, it's just the handle, dude. Blind EDM. Can you see? Can you see that okay? I got the light reflecting a little bit, but it's blind EDM. Yeah, go check them out. Because that's what I like to do as well. People who help me out, I remember them and I give them a shout out. Just like yesterday, like somebody, first stream, lots of people viewed and supported it. Tips, donations, I will shout it out because it's like you're helping me. It's like I'm gonna help you guys. If you guys get more followers, great. Or maybe you get new live streaming as well, and I help you increase your followers and you get more donations, whatever. It's all like karma, isn't it? If you put out kind of what you're receiving, then you will. Yeah, it's good. There's a section in this which is. No, it's not that. It's, let's see. Or was it this? Let's see. Kind of like this sound. Again, this needs a saturator because it's just a great kind of squelchy sound. I've used this it's called telephone vocal, which is the Ableton kind of preset for EQ on EQ8. But it strips it, so you have like no low end and no high end, but then it boosts the mids around 700 hertz and about 2K. But it gives it this like really isolated, cool sound. Like I really like this sound. And then with a saturator, again, boost it a little bit. I like sine or fold. You get this like squelch. Just sort of gives it a bit of grip. She has a little bit too much. Hard curve setting is, see, that's pretty good. But then also, wait a sec. See how that saturator's really brought out the sound? That's without it. And then with the saturator, Shoryuken. I mean, that's got some nice, it's like a nice texture on it, almost like and this, if you want to get really crazy here with this sound, you can bring in this, iZotope has a plugin called Trash 2, and what I like to do with Trash 2, hopefully you can hear this, is there's a mode called Convolve. This is what I would do on Twitch. You'll be able to see this. So twitch.tv/LuckyKat Meowsic. I'm not on there today, this is a TikTok exclusive today for you guys. But normally I'd be on Twitch at the same time and you'd be able to see all this. But anyway, iZotope Trash 2 is the plugin. They offer that for free occasionally, but I think it's like, I don't know how much, $30 maybe? But anyway, it's called Convolve. It's a weird word, but it's called Convolve, and you activate that, and then you go to separate, and you go hard left, and then width, hard right, and then you play with the wet-dry mix. This is what Skrillex and a bunch of dubstep guys have done for sound design. So it kind of like splits the sound, but then gives it this really wide, cool texture, and then if you boost the volume there, I'll turn it up a bit. So without and with this sound, it's actually not as good as I thought it would be, because I guess it's just not that complex as a sound. But again, that's experimenting. You can experiment. Like, I thought that would work, it didn't, so I'm not going to use it. As simple as that, because whatever sounds better. That sounds okay. That just sounds better. Plus it's bass, so you kind of ideally want it more central, more mono. Is this in mono? Oh, it's not even EQ. Oh wait, it's currently in stereo, but I really want this in mono. Yeah, that's better in mono. Try and keep your basses in mono, and even if you go wide, if you're using like detune or anything like that on Serum or any synths, and you're giving it width, use something like what's it called? iZotope has an imager, and you can find the low end, say 20 hertz through to like whatever you want, but let's say 150, and then make that central. Make sure that's a central mono image, and then you can have the width outside of the 150. That's fine, but in the low end range, you want it to be mono. Team Chicos Fuertes, bienvenido a la canal. ¿Hablas español? ¿De dónde eres? That means team strong friends, I guess. Team strong mates. He's going to come back and go, don't speak Spanish, and it's just a username. I'm probably talking too much, which normally means too much coffee, but I haven't had enough coffee, so maybe today is, I need to drink more coffee to talk less. Did you like that green bean? 75. Did you like that sound? I keep getting these things. Jason Matt Lucas sent TikTok Universe to Pauline. Okay. I'm getting all these updates. It's distracting me. And I keep thinking it's a donation, which would be cool. To get this to build the studio from the ground up. But it's not. It's someone's like gifted someone else something somewhere, I guess, or it's almost like a notification on someone else's channel. Kind of weird. Anyway. That's actually pretty cool. The sub here should be, this needs to be, yeah, let's try. 3. Wait. Oh yeah, that's in 3. Okay. So then I need to sing these. I need to sync these up. All right. So let's get that to there, and then. I need to just copy. All right, done. Loopity loop. Same shit. Yo! How do you pronounce that? Oh, SkullKit. How are you? Remind me, I think we chatted before, maybe on DMs, remind me where you are in the world, or US. My eyes are getting, I think it's the contrast between, this screen's, the iPad's a little bit lighter than the Ableton screen, and I got this light on as well, trying the light, but it's a little bit lighter, so sometimes I'll like read it, and I thought it said SkullKid sent you things, but it's actually SkullKid sent you likes, so thanks for the likes. What's also weird is even if people are on, sometimes it will say they joined, but they're on, so I'm not sure why that is. I'm going to very quickly invite a bunch more people. Hey guys, I don't normally do this, but can you share? I don't know if you can do this, but can you share this stream with your friends? Like DM or something. I don't know if you can. Yeah, just essentially doing what I'm doing, which is just literally going into share. And then I can share with, I think, 15 max, and it just helps more people find it. And I think, because we're on 3,600 likes in like an hour and a bit, so it just, I guess the algorithm will see the number of likes maybe and kind of bump it up and more people see it. So yeah, appreciate any shout outs with your crew. So this is absolutely not right. What am I doing? Okay, this is all wrong. Let's try this. No. 116. Let's try this. Okay, that's not bad. 1, 2, and then it's going to be duplicate. Okay. 1, 2. All right. So you can. I kind of maybe I have a metronome. I feel sometimes like I got a metronome in my head because it's. My dad used to play piano. Well, my dad was a very good pianist, and he always used to have the metronome going. So when I played violin years ago and guitar, it was that metronome man was like, I think it's living up here. So it's like any. It's not just music. It's like any sound. If someone's like, I don't know, like using a knife and fork, and it's making a sound like a ding ding ding. It's any sound. It's like I hear a metronome in my head, like and what BPM it is and what time. So. I'll be doing this sometimes, or like, but you can use what's it called? You can use the click track on Ableton, which sounds like this. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. But yeah, if you don't have a metronome in your head, use the click track because it'll just make sure that you're getting your notes in time. Can't wait for the new song. You've just joined, which means you haven't heard. Here, I'll play you a little bit of it. Here's the beat. It's almost a little bit too poppy, this, isn't it? Almost a little bit too. It's not supposed to be poppy EDM or even like commercial house, tropical house. Fuck that. No way. Well, actually. I like a lot of house music, but I wouldn't produce. I don't mind tropical house, but I wouldn't produce it. I never produce it. But anyway, that. Why is it on? All right, let's do. This is for Skull Kid and Jose GS for the donation, and Green Bean for supporting as always. Got that. See, that's where the percussion's so important, because if you like, you can hear whatever you want to hear, I guess, whatever your ear is drawn to. But I'm hearing this. Like, this is the, like, that's the thing cutting through. It's got that. Bam, 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 bam. That's kind of like. That was literally, that's like, you could think that being as being like an insignificant percussive sound, but that's a hook. Like, for me, that's a hook. Just like this is a hook. Just like a little vocal one shot and then doubling it up. So. But then again, that's where arrangement comes in. So if you, if you want people, if you're not convinced that sound is being heard, you can just do that. You do a breakdown or anything, like just a little, even a fill. That could be a fill, so it draws people to that sound, it draws the ear to that sound. But then ultimately, this riff is like, I want this to stand out. Like, I want everything to fucking shut up and this to hit really loud, because I think it's just got this just great energy. It's almost got that. I want it to have that kind of like Justice with Daft Punk with what else? Almost like it's kind of like electric guitar but a synth. It's like that thin line, and you're not quite sure which one it is. Because you could just about, I mean, I could play it on my electric guitar and find a fuzz setting, fuzz pedal or something to emulate that sound on the guitar. Can't wait for the new song. Oh yeah, so yeah, Skull Kid, he's still on. What do you think of this so far? Just the loops or the foundation of the song. Green Bean says sounds good. Nice one, mate. Thanks. Ezio Auditorio. If I asked this question before for someone else who did this. It says invite you to go live together. If I invite you on this, what happens? Do you just come on my stream and chat until some F-bombs are involved? Not F-bombs. Until there's some nudity, and then I've got to kick you off? Or do I go live on yours, like a duet sort of thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we both live on mine and both live on yours? Like, how does it work? How does the go live together work? Anybody? Can anybody help me? Help me, help you. So anyway, that's the riff. That's just like, I normally have like the riffs like that in stages. 3,900 likes, fucking hell, it's amazing. Thanks guys. So there's the complicated riff. All right, so this is almost like an arpeggiator, but it's not. It's just, I've written all these notes on a piano roll. Then what you could do is you could just duplicate this, and then maybe you want it, just thinking, if you want to go nuts, you could bring in this, actually, wait, you could just bring in, this is like really simple, but I was going to say bring in an arpeggiator, but the arpeggiator has already been introduced. It's already been used. Or you can change it. You could do this is this is 1/16. You can change the rate. So let's change the rate. See how it sounds. Gets very robotic there. That's why I like this one. But then do whatever you want. Slow it right down. You could like do. I like that when you're on 125 and you know the performer is just like, I'm going to slow this down to like 80 and then build it back up. So good DJs do that. But then you can change the style. So this is up and down, converge. So this is if you want to really experiment with almost time. This is a straight. This is an arpeggiated straight. Swing 8. So you get that. If you want to do like electro swing, you've got that. Almost jazz, like throwing some jazz. But yeah, swing, electro swing, and then swing 16, and then swing 32. It's almost the same, which is weird. And then you've got the gate. So gate's set to 70. You can bring that right down so it's tight, or really open. It's 50's crap, I like 70. And then you can increase the steps on the arpeggiator. So it's just playing around with it until you get the sound you want. Anyway, this one, so you could just have that one note right across while all the other individuals. So this is like one long note, this is like lots of separate ones. And sometimes if you do it like in octaves, so you've got higher octave and then bring it down, you get this kind of nice, hear that, it's like, and just like an accent, just there. Or what I like to do sometimes is you just find the gaps, if there are any. There actually aren't in this because I've put so many notes in, but you can just fill in the notes with like a bass note or something. Another simple trick is to do that, duplicate it, and just pitch it up an octave. So you go in sort of mid, what's that, C4, C3, sorry, and then it'd be C4. So, and then up. So you start getting into like Daft Punk, which is funny because Green Bean 725's got Daft Punk as his emoji. So then that's your saturator on, and if you want to go, again, I said this before, if you want to go fucking nuts, bring in a guitar, like a guitar amplifier emulation plugin. I have a Marshall one, because I like Marshall, because I used to play Marshall guitars, I used to use Marshall amps for my guitars, and then you just go to town, or whatever we got. Let's go Velvet Crunchy Stereo. See how it's gone from synth to guitar because of the amp. for some reason it's really low. Why is that? And then what you can do is you can bring in different types of mic. And then you can bring in a room like a mic delay in the room, so a room effect. So it's giving it kind of space. So you can give it, with delay, you can really fill it out. And again, if you were to play this all together, like this. That's just sound. I was going to say it would sound shit, but it doesn't sound too bad. But for that, I would like solo it, like have this, like, again, have this as a drop, almost like a drop, you know, but not a drop, it's like a breakdown, whatever. Just kill everything, kill all the other tracks, and get fucking Slash on stage, or somebody, I always want to say like Hendrix or someone like that, they're all dead. But who's not dead? Jimmy Page or Slash, Jimmy Page will do, from Led Zeppelin. Get him on as do a collab with Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, and you're in the booth and you're doing your thing. LUCKYKAT, woo, fuck you. And then it's like introducing Jimmy Page on guitar. And that festival would blow up, wouldn't it? It's just not that. Let's see. Input gain, lead master. Why is it not? Actually, there's some clean vintage delay echoes. It's like Green Bean 725. What was is it Aerodynamic by Daft Punk? With the that, how does it go? It's like trying to think of the riff. It's like it's a really fast kind of like guitar riff, but I think it's a synth, and it's just that, nothing else. Like all the drums stop, and it's just that. It's very, very effective. And oh, nice one, Pleasant, cool. Thanks for. Oh no, cool. Oh, awesome. Green Bean invited Pleasant. Okay, cool. Pleasant, thanks for. Well, Green Bean, thanks for inviting your buddies or your buddy. And Pleasant, welcome to the show. Welcome to LUCKYKAT TV. I'm working on a new track called Red Lights, and I was just saying how I have a synth riff, synthesizer riff, but I'm putting it through a Marshall like simulator or emulation plugin. So basically, it's an amp. It's putting it through a Marshall guitar amp. So if you take it off, it sounds like this. And then if you have it on, it just completely changes the texture. So it's like synth, definitely synth, guitar. But I used to play guitar, so it's like that sounds like my Epiphone SG going through a Marshall 65 watt amp. Well, in this case, it's probably a little bit louder than that. Well, you stack them whatever wattage you want. So yeah, it's This is sound design actually, without realizing it. This is sound design. So you're thinking like, you know, what sounds do I want in my song? Do I want it to sound kind of human and analog, or do I want it to sound digital and robotic? Do I want a blend of the two? So I personally am trying to find a blend between the two, so that it sounds like, yeah, like Jimmy Page or a guitarist could be playing that as a like you've got him in as you're doing a collab with Led Zeppelin, for example, and you're getting them in to work on your track. Give me 2 ticks and I'm gonna just invite a few more people in, which means you'll probably get a really annoying close-up of my face on camera. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shanta has joined. I think, did you join yesterday? Or earlier today, because I've been out for a couple of hours. I think yesterday. But thanks for joining today. I'd love to do the cheers like that. It should be on the other side really, shouldn't it? I don't know why it's on the inside, because even though it's nice for me to see it, actually both sides, it should be on both sides. So I did the Lucky Cat cheers, but I guess if I did it left-handed it would work. This coffee's going down very well. It's also pretty warm in Phoenix, so got to keep hydrated. How is everybody's Thursday going? And it's 3:50 here. What time is it where you are? And what country, what city are you in? I got my guitar over there, but it's all bagged up. One day I'm going to bring the guitar out and I'm going to probably just play some guitar, because it's good for songwriting, just to I like songwriting on guitar because I don't play piano. So I kind of mess around with some chords and riffs and then keep that up here or lay it down or something, and then I'll turn it into an electronic track. My thought is, what I'd like to do is launch Red Lights like this as a single, and then having like an acoustic version where I play acoustic and it's a much slower version, and release the two as a kind of, you know, whatever, like Red Lights, Lucky Cat Red Lights, and then Dave Lowe, D Lowe, Catnap acoustic version, something like that, as another one. Araceli Algodon has joined the party. How you doing? Where you at? What time is it where you are? What city are you in? It's 3:50. Greenlee's 3:50. We're in the same time zone. Yeah. Are you in? Whereabouts are you? You've got to be in. Oh, you could be in California. California, Arizona, Nevada, or somewhere in Canada or Mexico. Yeah, Green Bean, where you at? I forgot if I asked you. Sorry if I forgot. Yeah, I'm keeping that on. I actually like actually, I don't know. It's almost like start with that and then bring that in later. Or even better, have one that's got the Marshall amp and one that doesn't, so it's like a wet-dry mix. That sound. Give me a fire emoji if you like the sound of that. Give me a fire emoji if it's fire, and give me a stinky turd emoji if it's not. I think that's fucking mean. That listen to that. Oof. Nice blend of like electronic and indie rock or rock. It's quite good actually. Quite nice marriage the two. See, I'm kind of old school. If you played that in a club for like 20 minutes, and you know, I'm bouncing to that. That's it. That's the track. Oh, cool. That's fire. All right, we'll take that. That's even better than fire. That's explosive. Arizona. You're in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix. 2 fires. Get in there. Let's have it again. It's good. See, I'm thinking, my thing is like, I want this to, oh, okay, you're in Navajo Nation, okay. Yeah, I'm in Phoenix, so you're about, what, 5 hours away, okay, wow, it's quite far. Fuck, Arizona's massive, isn't it? Actually, Phoenix is massive. To get anywhere here, like everyone's like, yeah, come hang out at a club and we'll chat, we'll network. It's like an hour round trip. And I nearly died in a fucking storm coming back the other night. With, I don't want to repeat the story, but I went to a show with a crew and in downtown Phoenix, and coming back, I went through like the middle of a storm, and it was the mother of all storms. And it felt like, we get no rain in Phoenix, so it felt like a year of rain in like, I don't know, in an hour. We'll say 30 minutes I drove. It would have been a bit longer than that, but it was like 12:30 when I was driving. It was quite late, and I'm on the highway, and the rain's so heavy that the whole highway is just like one lane. You can't even see the lanes, and it's just wet. It's like the water's about that thick, bonkers. So yeah, I get off it, and I think finally, like, I'm off that. That was terrifying, and then I hit this, like, I guess there's a flash flood in a dip in the road, and there was probably about 3 feet of water, but it wasn't that obvious because it was dark. And there was a car that had pulled up to the traffic lights, and it was quite far back, and I realized that it died. And it was just, I guess they just got out and they didn't put the hazards on. So I could have just rear-ended it and just fucking died if it had been further back. But then I was nervous that as I was like approaching it, I had to back up. So I thought, shit, if I stall or something now and the water gets in, because it's like 3 feet up, you know, I could get stuck in there as well. The car would just die. And then you're in like, I don't know, it felt like a lake, like where it flooded. So again, you're sort of nervous, like you get out and then lightning bolt comes down and gives you a new haircut, a new hairstyle. Yeah, probably. There was when I was on the highway, there was loads of cops going at like 100. I mean, they could have just I think it's hydroplaning where you're traveling and there's too much water and you just basically skid on. You just like hydroplane, I think it's called that. You just like lose control. And these cops are going at 100. Can't believe it. But yeah, there's a pretty bad accident further up, and all the cop cars surrounded it. It's pretty cool actually that they did that. So put their lives at risk. Paint Monkey 96 joined. How you doing? Where Paint Monkey? Where are you, mate? And sorry if this looks backwards and inverted, because TikTok does that, not me. looks like I got a defective lyric poster, and it was defective, and I decided to still hang it up. But yeah, it's a TikTok thing. Oh wow, where's Winslow? Winslow. Do I know Winslow? No, I don't. He drove into the creek. I mean, it was scary. It was so scary that you're normally in your lane, right? but the water had come so far into the lane, it was like almost covering your lane. And then you go towards the middle and you realize that the fucking the left lane or the other side, same things happen. So you're actually in the middle, but you're still getting like water coming up both sides. And yeah, if someone was coming the other way, it would be pretty difficult. His car fell off the bridge. What? Damn. Yeah, that's rough. Some rough stuff happens. I mean, it's even rough. I used to live in Austin, Texas, and there were some rough ones there, rough floods, where you'd have like the road dips and goes through a crossing, and it's normally like a dry creek, whatever, and that would be like raging rapids. And there was one where it was like a school bus, and it took a full bus of kids into like a river, and didn't think, maybe we're gonna get in trouble here and we'll all drown. And he just decided to try and make it across, and it must have been like, I don't know, like 10 feet. And it was pretty fierce. And of course the fucking, the school bus starts floating and you got all these kids screaming there. I mean, what a nutcase. I'm not sure what, I think he was having a bad day that day. I think everyone had a bad day. But I lived in downtown Austin one year, and it flooded down to one of the creeks. Was like raging, what do you call it, whitewater rapids. And yeah, the whole of downtown flooded. So. So what I'm going to do here is just do a slight variation on this. So it's this is getting sort of like the classical music. It's like a classical music rock crossover where it's kind of quite intense lead almost. It's like you get it in like orchestras, that sort of. I want to see it. So it's like bam 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 bam. So it's dun, 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 dun. Too early, too early. I think that's it. Yeah. Green bean. Bro, is that, bro, that's dope. It's a fire track. Or bro, what are you doing? All right, can someone explain the go live together thing? If I hit invite, does that mean you just come on my channel and do something, chat? Or do I go on yours, or is it we're doing it at the same time on each other's channels? Because it's weird that it offers me that for a few people but not everybody. Or is it just that you guys want me to go on yours and that's why I get the invite? I don't know. Explain it to the ignorant Englishman. I'll occasionally do that and put a little, you know, almost like affect the British accent a bit too much, where people think I'm putting it on, and then I kind of joke and say, maybe I have been putting it on for the last 2 hours. I'm actually from Kentucky. Yeah, does anyone know that about the, if you get a thing saying like invite Hey Dummy to go live together, and then there's an invite, can anyone tell me what the fuck that means? Because I've asked about 50 times and I guess no one knows. Maybe everyone's as ignorant as me, or haven't been using it that long. It's like day 2, stream 2. Wait, really? Yeah. So for example, Hey Dummy, if you're there, Hey Dummy 1 and Randy 0200, it says invite, there's 2 separate things. It says invite them to go live together, and then there's an invite button. So if I hit invite, are they coming on here and we're just chatting, or do I go on theirs, or is it like we both like doing a duet on each other's stream sort of thing? I don't know. Just wondering, because I want to know what happens when I hit the invite button. So actually, that's not bad. Actually, there, just these 2. Oh, this sounds quite good. Just with the drums and that. Come on. This is so one of my guys who's helping me out on my team said, don't put anything on your master when you're mixing, which sounds obvious, but there's a tendency when you are doing everything that you think like you don't think about the disciplines. So like I'm arranging, producing, whatever, I'm mixing, I guess, or actually this is more like messing around, but before I start arranging and mixing. But they're all separate disciplines, so if there's anything on the master channel, that's really the mastering discipline. So it's really easy to just kind of forget. You want to make it sound good too early almost, and that sounds weird, but you can have something which doesn't sound great, and then you hit all of these plugins on your master, it sounds amazing, but really you want to try and make it sound, I think, as good as possible. And he was saying this, you want to make it sound as good as possible without really too many plugins on the master, so that when you get to go into a mastering session with your audio that you've got from your mix session, you can bring in, like, you'll need less plugins because you've kind of used them on the channels, on the tracks, rather than on the master. That's kind of what I'm trying. So literally before was this that's with the master channel loaded with about, actually not that many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugins, and this is off. So you see how they're not that far off? They're not that far off because I've been sorting out all the EQ, like what do you call it, the frequency carving, I think they call it. So you're defining your low end, your mid range, and then high end, and splitting. You're splitting, or if it's like multi-band, it'll be typically 4 low mids and then highs. So yeah. Anyway. This is like an experiment today for me because I'm learning something new technique. Chandler Benson Reed, how are you? Thanks for joining. Have we hit 4 yet? No, we're on 3.9. We've got 3,900 likes, which is amazing for only the second stream. And thanks to everyone who's liked. Can we, if you're if you're on and you're bored, can you just smack the like button like a lot? Because it'll get us through the 4,000 like mark. which is good for the algorithm. And I'm normally on for about 4 hours, 3-4 hours. It's 4 now. Probably be on for like another hour at least. H2B Edits. Thanks for welcome to the channel. Yeah, Green Bean. Smack the likes if you can. Let's get us to 4K. And if you guys have too many coins in your virtual wallet, feel free to donate, because music gear is surprisingly expensive, and I have to upgrade my studio and get a bunch of gear, including headphones for mixing, and a new synth, and a bunch of other software, lots of other software. Oh, and a studio desk, which will be like triple level, so it'll just, yeah, be great. But yeah, all donations go to fund or fuel the Lucky Cat movement and all this gear that will make my sound way better than it is now. Well, hopefully it sounds alright now, but it's gonna sound, if you like it now, it's gonna sound fucking 10 times, a million times better when I get the right gear. Especially studio monitors, like these monitors, they're okay, but also like treating the room, like, which sounds boring, but yeah, if you treat the room, it means the sound doesn't like ricochet off the walls and echo too much. This room is actually very echoey. Hopefully you don't get that on TikTok. All right. So this is, I've kind of played with this, sort of taken it to the next level. That's almost like a demo, a demo squared. It's like I'm still playing with that a bit, and I feel like coming back to this one, because I feel like there's a good foundation there, but I just need to, I don't know, I just need to sit on that a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna drop me a music emoji, like you know, the little music notes. Drop me a music emoji if you want me to show you another new track and start playing around with that one, because I feel like Red Lights it's good, it's really good, but I just feel like it doesn't always happen, because on Twitch I'll normally start arranging and mixing that, but I just want to sit on that and just kind of, I don't know, just feel like sitting on it a bit. Skull Kid's back. Yeah, Skull Kid, whoever's on, who's on? Whoever's on, drop a music emoji in the comments if you want me to introduce you to a new song. I've got loads, but I'll pick one that I'm working on, like literally like very early stage track. Let me know. Use a music emoji. Drop it in the comments if you want me to work on a new track or show you a new one. And while you're thinking about that, I'm gonna invite some more people to the party. All right, no one's dropping any music note emojis, so I'm gonna end the stream. Just kidding. Gonna put on, I'm trying to think of the name of the track. It's a very recent one I've been playing with. Gonna put on this track. I'm not sure where this is gonna fit in to the whole LUCKYKAT thing, or if it's gonna be a side project, or if it's gonna be released through Catnap under another name, well, side project, or I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna be used for. But it's a little slower because I've been experimenting with, I guess you'd call it sort of like down-tempo indie, a little bit, which is not LUCKYKAT. Like LUCKYKAT's really like progressive house, electro house, kind of faster stuff, just more club. But yeah, have a little listen to this. It's got that kind of lo-fi filter as well, which I used. Skullkid. It's weird. I thought Skullkid, I thought you were in, but it's saying you joined. Are you like logging in, logging out, or is it TikTok trying to? It's like TikTok clickbait. So the piano is actually the melody. It's not supposed to be in the track. Yeah, the piano is going to be the vocals. Like I have lyrics for this, so I'm trying to work out if I'm going to sing it or find someone else to sing it for a collab. If anyone sings, by the way, hit me up just DM me or comment in here. Just let me know if you're any good at singing. As in, like, you've got a studio setup and you've got the right mic and you know how to record vocals. Like, yeah, you know your shit. Because this might be a really good song to collab on. Because I'm just looking for the right vocalist. Now it's saying Ezio again. Ezio Auditorio to go live. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think of this, everybody. To bring in these guitars right here, so it would be actually wait, it would go to this. Oh no. Wait a sec. Oh, this is it. So I'll cut that. So just listen to this guitar sound, which I adore. Like this sound in songs, but just it's this kind of like flangy guitar. Just beautiful. Captain Levi, welcome back. Just a little distorted. Anyway, that's called Fade Away. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that one. It's definitely, almost definitely not gonna be on the LUCKYKAT. It'll be, I don't know, under the rug. It'll be used. It'll come out somewhere. Quite soundtracky. It's got. I was listening to a lot of Boards of Canada recently, so I think it came through in that. Just experimenting, but that's really slow. That's like 90 BPM. So it's a lot slower. And then we've got a new one, another new one, called Rack 'em Up. Rack 'em Up. I think I even sampled on this. Vocals. Yeah, I really like this track. What are we up to? Alright, I'm gonna invite some more people because it's a little quiet in here. It's a little bit quiet, so I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom and go boom, boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Gotta say, TikTok is infuriating because it doesn't tell you if you've invited people to the stream, like already, which is amazingly frustrating because I wonder if lots of people have received multiple invites, which would be really annoying. TG Radway. Okay, let's try this again. TG Radway. Okay, to the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom. All right, give me a sec. I'm just inviting some people to the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. All right, that's a bunch. Maybe a few more. So we got up to, okay. that's super annoying. All right. So, God, TikTok have got to make this easier to invite people to the stream, because this is like prehistoric. Absolutely it's prehistoric. God, this is painful. All right, so 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I've sent quite a few invites. All right, let's see if that'll help. Okay, I'm trying without any plugins on the master. So, kick is super. I need some. God, I want to hear this kind of like thump. Where is it? Like the 3K range. Let me check something. It's not bad. $3,900 likes is awesome. Let's keep it going. I feel like people have gone off for dinner. It's kind of quiet. What time is it? 4:26. Yeah, if you're in New York, it's probably dinner time. I need to glue all of these together with a glue compressor. Glue them together. Racks. Let's do the solid EQ. Actually, it might be dynamics. Wait. Solid.com. Yeah. Is it that one? Fart Chicken Nuggets sent me likes. That is probably the best. We've had some good usernames today. That's probably the best username with the funniest one. And he's even gone for the Dead Mouse 5 as well with the S. Fart Chicken Nuggets. Thanks for the likes. Why the sad face? If you say my music, you're getting blocked. If you say my music, I'm going to send you a food delivery to your front door with 24 fart chicken nuggets. This is literally just a beat, just a simple beat with some just nice little percussion effects, nothing too dramatic, and it is just tight, sweet. Fart Chicken Nuggets says make a song. What, out of using only fart chicken nuggets? I was making a song for about 2 hours before, which I guess you just missed if you came on, which is called Red Lights. Just switched to this new song called Rack 'Em Up, and yeah, that's what I'm working on. Next new song. Megan Nicole, how's it going? Welcome to the party. What's going on? Where are you joining us from? What city are you in? And what time is it where you are? 4,200 likes. Come on, crew. Let's get those likes in. Share the stream with your friends if you like it, obviously. And yeah, let's get the word up. Let's get the Lucky Cat movement out there. And if you want to help me build a much better home studio and upgrade it, please donate, because I will be investing all that into improving the studio and getting the gear, which is, believe it or not, very expensive in the music world, which is kind of weird. But there you go. There's a bit of sound design going into this as well, just to give it, just to take it away from like just a boring beat. Some cool sound effects and full stereo width to give it just a very immersive experience. Unique Potatoes, how are you? What time is it where you are? What city are you joining us from? sound I was playing with, but I think it might not fit. So. Drop this in, but it's works. That brass can sound great, but it can also sound cheesy. That's full. Multi-band compressor with mono setting. Here we go. Bass. No. There we go. 120, 100. And side chain F5. Alright, done. I actually don't remember writing that. Or it went that high up. That high up. All right, that is probably a good time to call it time out. What are we on? It's been like 3 hours. 3 hours-ish. Galaxy, thanks for joining. Thanks to everyone who's liked to get it up to 4,200 likes on only the second stream, which is fucking amazing. And thanks to, was it Jose GS? Who donated to the studio cause to get this new studio built. So yeah, really appreciate any donations to help this, all the new gear I need to get where I need to get to in music. So appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Make sure to tune in for the next one. Please share it with your friends. Give us a shout out on your streams, tag up your mates. Monica's just joined, just about to hang up. So sorry to just miss you. But yeah, see you on the next one. And also twitch.tv/LuckyKatMeowsic is where I stream my Ableton sessions. So you can see me making music live on there, but you can actually see the program, like the POV of that, so you can see exactly what I'm using to make the tunes. And what else? officialluckykat.com will send you to all my channels like Spotify and iTunes and all that. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Take care. Peace. Now how the fuck do I hang up? Where is the hang up? There it is. All right, see you guys. Take care.